Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Barakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Now, I seen this thing with Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister over here in the UK. When I was going on social media, I was on Snapchat. I seen something like it says it was about the G7 nations, and it says Boris Johnson was something along the line, we are going to build better. He said something along those lines, and then the spirit just hit me. I was like, wow. So then when I came off it, right, and I tried to go back on it, I was searching for it, but I was like, because I was going online to see if I could find this article that he was talking about, but I couldn't, I didn't end up finding it. But the spirit was on me, to do this lesson. It's gonna be a quick one as well. Because that's the spirit, that's the pride of these Edomites, man. They actually think that they're actually gonna rule forever, and it says so in Psalms 49 and 11. And I was actually gonna start in Obadiah as well, but I'm going with the spirit, man. Yeah. 49 and 11. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just hit this. This is Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, and we all know who this is talking about. Look at when that Roman general Leo Scarpus Africanus renamed the land of Ham, after his name with Africanus, renamed the land of Ham, conquered part of the land of Ham, and renamed it Africa. With all this, when it came to the three Punic wars against that Israelite general, we all should know anyway, Hannibal of Carthage. But anyway, going back, so I was thinking, I was just thinking, I just been lost for words, man, because these guys are really stunning me. They can see everything that's going on, and they can see that they're really digging their own grave, but they want to continue. They want to say, oh no, we have this. What's Boris Johnson's favorite thing to say? We are going to beat it, and we are going to beat it together. Man, these guys are sweet. Salakia, bear with me. I'm just gonna try and find this. Oh, here it is. I might start the third. I might start the. You know what? I'll start from the top. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. For those of you who are new, I wanted to make sure that you understood who I was talking about concerning Edom. And we know that, Malachi 1 and 4, Malachi 1 and 2. What did the Lord say about Edom? I'm just going with the spirit, because these scriptures that I'm going to now, like I was saying, these scriptures I only just came into my head because I was originally, going to stay on Obadiah. I maybe hit Revelation, but it's all through the spirit. Malachi 1 and actually, let me start 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord. Yeah, I love Jacob. Yeah, because the Lord chose us. The Lord chose us among all the families of the earth. And that's scary, because when you actually think about it, we could have, because Esau sold his birthright, we know that. But imagine if we were in that position. Oh man. Because these guys, yeah, they have everything now. They're in the power seat and things of that nature. But look at the condition of the earth. And you just look around, man. And then these guys want to have the audacity to go and inhabit other planets. Nah, that's not how this is gonna go, man. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So we already know from Obadiah, the first chapter, we've got it right now in Malachi. The Lord has a serious problem with these people. The Lord doesn't like these people, and they're setting up their pride. What do they always do? They're hypocrites. They always love to put their hand on the Bible whilst they're talking. They put their hands on their Bible. They put their hands on the Bible and just spit pure lies, man. Because, like the scripture says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They just, they come out and they speak lies, cause they don't know any righteousness, man. Back to Obadiah. I just thought of Salakia. That's the spirit. He's the chief tribe of Edom, Amalek. This is Exodus 17 and 16. For he hath says, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And they can't fight, they can't fight against the Lord. So how do they do that? They touch the apple of the Most High's. They touch the apple of his eyes, which is us. It's the children of Israel. They do wickedness against us. And then they have this is the audacity of these people. They'll push, put us in these Hellenized condition, push the drugs on us and things of that nature. And then they'll start laughing and saying, these are your people? These are the people that you've chosen above us. These Edomites be so prideful. These are the ones that are destined to rule over us. No, we're not gonna have it this way. But guess what? That ain't up to you. It's the will of the Most High, and it will happen, man. And you Edomites are gonna be complete done away with after that 1,000-year period, man. And I'm gonna, you better believe we're gonna celebrate to that in the kingdom, man. Lord willing, I'll be part of that elect, man. But yeah, let me kick it back over to Obadiah. So many scriptures, came to mind. Salakia. At the start, I couldn't even, my brain was just kind of boggled because I couldn't even find the words, to speak. But, let me start from the top. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Yeah, because when you look at these devils, man, they have their quote unquote, their pseudoscience. They have all these things because they want, they try to rationalize everything. They try to this is why the rainfall. This is why this and this happens. The earth revolves around us, and we know that the sun actually moves, but that's a whole different thing to get into, But they come up with all these different things. But when the Lord truly sends these miracles to happen on this earth, Esau's gonna be at a loss for words because he's gonna send his top scientists, and his top scientists ain't gonna be able to explain. They ain't gonna be able to find words to at least appease that would sound suitable to the average people. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Because why? Because they had Mount Pet. You know, this is I might have to do a part two on this. I might have to do a part two on this because uh, there's so many points that I could cover in this. Because when I'm thinking, pull up Mount Petra. Um, Actually, let me see if I can do it now because thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, because we know that they had we know that they had Mount Seir. I believe you know it talks about that in the book of Ezekiel. I believe it might be the 30. I can't remember. It's the 30 something chapter if I'm not mistaken. You know, but yeah. Hold on, let me pull up a picture or something. Yeah, you should be able to see it. But look at when they build their infrastructures. They're building it, you know, as what they're used to. Look at this cave saying. And you can see the building in Rome, the building in Great Britain, the building in the White House. You can pull up, buildings, in Rome that are these same columns. Man, why? Because it's these same people that are in rulership. The exact same people. And they try to push, they try to push the same wickedness in a different way. Because in Rome, there's many things that are very parallel, to things that go on in this time period, correlating it with America. Making a correlation, it's like making a correlation with America. We have I believe in Washington DC. If you didn't see it down there, oh yeah, it is on there. Yeah, it is on there. And that Great Britain, I believe that's the House of Parliament, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let me hold on. Yeah, I believe I found it in Job. So let me get straight to the point. We start from 30 and 4. Who cut up mallows by the bush and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as a thief. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Why? Because these are the same Edomites that we just read in Obadiah the first chapter and Malachi the first chapter. Because they were they they were animalistic. Just to put into words, man, they were just animalistic. That's why like it said over here, they were driven forth from among men. They were children of fools, yea, children of the base men. So you already know that this ain't talking about no literal, no animal. In case anyone want to be all smart in the comment section, this is talking. You just said here, what did it say? Children of base men. So we already know this is talking about a man. It's Edom. The lowest of the low, should we say? The one in the power seat right now. They were viler than the earth. And now am I their song, yea, I am their byword. I'm just seeing if I should just jump back to Obadiah or read more of the chapter. Yeah, nah. Yeah, hold on, Slack. Hold on with me. I know I've been all over the place. Yeah, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. And who did we just, and we know that Edom dwelt in the clefts of the rocks. And we just read in Job what the type of things that they were doing. Because this is where they're coming from. And you have to wonder, wait, hang on a minute. These people were so savage-like. But now they want to act like they're standard when it comes onto class. Bro, he ain't the standard when it comes onto class, man. When Yahushua returns and he sets up his elect back in the sea, obviously we know all Israel is going to come in the kingdom. You're going to see these people back to the estate that they should be. Back to the estate that they should be. let me continue. Yeah, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Because, like, for instance, in America, you know, they're so proud. They're like, which nation, there's no nation, America is the greatest nation on the earth. So, the different things of that nature are stuff that are stuff that people actually used to say. But you see in America's wickedness, being uncovered. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou shalt set their net, exalt. Oh, we got another one. Let me see. Because different nations add the eagle. I believe I believe Rome, if I'm not mistaken, and Greek, and if I'm not mistaken, the Greeks. Like, if I'm just gonna check that after that. Because that land was invaded by Macedonians. Because if you remember Alexander the Greek, it's either the Greek or the Great. I believe it's the Great, Alexander the Great. His dad was Philip the King Philip the first. He was a Macedonian, of Macedon. And you already know, because these guys, all right, even Edom, they were given a land, but that's never good enough for them. They wanna go over there and they wanna take this over, because how does the old saying go? Enough. How does what they're saying go? Enough is never enough. That's literally them. Enough is never enough for them, because they had their land, which was basically, I believe, it was literally south of Judah. For those of you, who don't know, I'll see if I can find a map as well. Yeah. So, like, here, you can see, an eagle, clear as day. And when I was just looking before, it said also the Hellenistic Egypt, had this Hellenistic Egypt, uh, which is most likely what they would refer to as today, has the symbol of the eagle, which, Alexander the Great, basically came in, and, Cleopatra, which, to be fair, that's a whole different, video, Lord willing, I get to look into that. I get to do a video on that, soon. I get to look into that. But yeah, this is a strong example, Roman Empire, symbol. Um, right. Thou shalt, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou shalt set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. Because the Lord said He's gonna bring down. You're gonna be brought down to the ground. Like it says in Isaiah. You're gonna we're gonna get that one also. Among the stars. Let me continue reading. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee, have brought thee even to the border. The men, Salakia, who are at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid wound under thee. There is none understanding him. No, none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men of Edom. Now, that's going to be a beautiful day, man. And the understanding of the mountain of Esau, which is, referring to their nation. The higher ups. Let me jump down. I'll read verse 10 and see if I can jump down. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever, because they've done all kinds of atrocities, which we're seeing. Nobody seen they be in the streets protesting, no justice, no peace. But you ain't gonna get no justice from this devil, man, because it's against his nature. And you're supposed to be going to him to establish a covenant because you're basically you want to throw it in the towel. That's not the way how this thing's supposed to go. You're supposed to put your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he's gonna be the one to deliver you, man. Not this devil, man. So I'm just skimming to see if I can jump. Yeah, it's not that really that much, so I'll read the rest. Read the rest of it. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, wait, I just wanted to get to the point. Let me read from 16 on down. Obadiah 1:16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, man. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, because that nation, the nation of Esau, nation of Edom, is going to be completely done away with after they serve their sentence. And they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, like I just said, for the Lord has spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mountain of Esau. Oh yeah. Let me get up the map. Here's a good one. So this so this would be a map, which would be similar to what it would have looked like in the ancient world. This would have been what it would have looked like in the ancient world. You have Judah there, Simeon there. You have Edom, like I said, towards the south. Simeon, you see the different tribes. Like, I believe like it was the elder Rakar was saying, the lands are it's gonna basically be similar. Obviously, Judah's gonna get first dibs on Edom. Certain things like that's gonna happen. Obviously, like this. We're gonna I can't even find the words for that, man. But the kingdom, man, it's gonna be a different level, man. Different levels. Obviously, you're gonna have the different gates and whatnot. But yeah, because I remember that I said earlier that I was gonna get up a map. Let me say it now. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they shall play in the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and of the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. So let me jump now.